Imagine waking up tomorrow to the realization that humanity has only 5 billion years left on Earth. Sounds like something from a sci-fi movie, right? But the truth is, in about 5 billion years, our sun will reach the end of its life cycle, and when it does, it will drastically change the future of everything we know. The sun will expand into a massive red giant, devouring Mercury, Venus, and possibly Earth itself. But before we get there, let's dive into the incredible journey that will unfold in the coming billions of years, from the rise of technology to the unimaginable transformations of our planet and solar system. First, let's zoom in on the Earth's timeline. Right now, you're living on a planet that's just the right distance from the sun to support life. But the clock is ticking. As we look forward, the next few centuries will be marked by massive technological advancements, shifting geopolitical landscapes, and revolutionary changes to the way we think about space and survival. By 2125, the next 100 years will drastically change humanity's trajectory. Advances in technology, medicine, and AI will open doors to possibilities we can't even begin to imagine. We'll send missions to places like Europa, Venus, and Mars, exploring new worlds and gathering information that will help us prepare for what's coming in the far future. By 2250, Earth will be a vastly different place. With the Earth's environment facing challenges like climate change, we'll be working to reverse the damage done, all while humanity takes its first steps on Mars. Mars will become a permanent outpost for settlers, and we'll begin the process of terraforming the red planet to make it more Earth-like. As Earth's temperatures continue to rise, we'll work to get Mars ready for human habitation. The process will be long, but by the year 2500, humanity will have found ways to overcome Mars' lack of atmosphere, water, and gravity. We'll be walking on the red planet, living in bioengineered environments, and making Mars our new home. But as we transform Mars into a new home for humanity, Earth's fate will take a dramatic turn. In the year 2900, as we finish terraforming Venus, things will start getting truly extraordinary. Solar system engineering at a level never before seen will be required to make Venus habitable. The challenges will be immense, but with humanity's technological prowess, there will be breakthroughs. The move to Venus will mark humanity's ability to conquer any challenge in its way. By this time, humans will have figured out how to terraform entire planets. Venus will be the next big project, and humanity will go from a species bound to Earth to a multi-planetary species living across the solar system. Now, let's fast forward to 5,000 years from now. By this point, humanity will have moved beyond the confines of the solar system. We will have upgraded our civilization to a 𝐘𝐿 Type 2, a civilization capable of harnessing the power of an entire star. Imagine that, human civilization using the energy of the sun itself to fuel our cities, our spaceships, and our planets. Dyson spheres, colossal structures that encircle stars, will become our new normal, providing energy on an unimaginable scale. At this stage, our civilization will be a power unlike anything the universe has ever seen. But while our power grows, we'll also need to face the harsh realities of the universe. Interstellar space travel will be our next big challenge. As we venture into the vast, uncharted territories of the galaxy, we'll need to bioengineer ourselves to withstand space radiation, low gravity, and the perils of long-term space travel. This won't just be about exploring new worlds, it will be about survival. The technology that allows us to adapt and thrive in these harsh environments will be one of humanity's greatest achievements. By the time we reach 10,000 years from now, humanity will be evolving in ways we can barely comprehend. Thanks to nanotechnology, AI, and genetic engineering, we'll be able to redesign our bodies, adapt to new environments, and live longer than ever before. In fact, by this point, humans could live well over 150 years, experiencing a quality of life far beyond what we can imagine today. Our bodies will be enhanced, interfacing with technology, and possibly even becoming more machine than human. The lines between biology and technology will blur as we continue to evolve into something unrecognizable from today's humans. However, with great power comes great risk. The more advanced our technology becomes, the more likely it is that we could create something we cannot control. Humanity's unchecked advancement in AI, weaponry, and technological power will eventually lead us to a point where we might destroy ourselves. This concept, known as the Great Filter, suggests that the more advanced a species becomes, the greater the chances of self-destruction. It's a sobering thought, but one that could explain why we haven't encountered other advanced civilizations in the universe. Perhaps they, too, reached a point where they wiped themselves out. Even if humanity survives past this point, Earth's fate is still sealed. In 100,000 years, the planet will begin to freeze over. Global warming will have done its part, but the long-term effects of the sun's increasing brightness will push Earth's temperatures to unbearable levels. Eventually, the sun's energy will disrupt the carbon cycle, making it impossible for plants to survive, and the oxygen levels in the atmosphere will plummet. By this time, Earth may no longer be a habitable planet for any life form. But don't worry, humanity won't just sit back and let Earth fade away. By then, we will have established a multi-planetary species and will be working hard to ensure that we survive beyond Earth's eventual demise. The technology needed to move Earth to a new orbit, or even relocate humanity to another solar system, will be developed. In the event that Earth can't be saved, humanity's next big challenge will be to find a new home in the galaxy, one far from the dying sun. The real question, however, comes when we look at the future of humanity and Earth in 5 billion years. As the sun expands into its red giant phase, it will eventually consume Mercury, Venus, and possibly even Earth. The heat will be unbearable, and Earth will no longer be able to sustain life as we know it. But by this time, humanity could be living on other planets, Mars, Venus, and possibly even further afield. We'll be harnessing energy from multiple stars, exploring distant galaxies, and living in a way that seems impossible to us now. Our descendants might look back at Earth and think of it as their ancient home, a place they once called home before moving on to something far greater. So, what does the future hold? In 5 billion years, humanity may no longer even resemble the species we are today. We may have evolved into something completely different, more machine than human, with the ability to survive anywhere in the universe. Or maybe humanity will have learned to harness the power of the cosmos, bending the universe to our will, and living on multiple planets scattered across the galaxy. Whatever happens, humanity's survival will be a testament to our curiosity, our ambition, and our unrelenting drive to adapt and thrive. The story of humanity's future is still being written, and while the sun's death may be inevitable, the future of human civilization is anything but. As we continue to explore, innovate, and push the boundaries of what's possible, the next 5 billion years will be a journey filled with discovery, wonder, and unimaginable challenges. But one thing is certain, humanity's story is far from over. What do you think the future holds for humanity? Will we make it through the challenges ahead, or will we ultimately be consumed by the very forces we've learned to control? Let us know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more incredible content about the future of humanity.